Isaiah 28 verse 15. It says, "Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us.
Right.
For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation, which is Yahweh Shai, that rock. He that believeth shall not make haste."
Right.
So you ain't gonna make haste whenever all hell breaking loose, because you're gonna you're gonna rely upon Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
The rest of these, you got it.
Which is a part of the doctrine, which is a huge aspect of the doctrine, which is the doctrine, and He is the Word. So there's a correct way in which these scriptures are supposed to be broken down. There's a correct way in which we're supposed to be, abiding with this truth as far as even economically speaking. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're supposed to be freely giving out this word so we can really store treasures in heaven. You know, versus these guys, you know, they're trying to make their heaven here on earth, but it's not going to mix. People really don't understand the severity of what we're saying. You know what I'm saying? As far as how much control they're going to have when they implement the MOTB. Your whole life is going to be sketched out for you. You're going to go here, you're going to be here, you're going to spend this much, you're going to eat this much, you're going to say this, you're going to take your ass to sleep.
15-minute cities.
It's comical, but
That's real though.
that's what they're setting up.
Man, that's heavy though.
He's supposed to have a God complex.
You know? So you really don't have a choice. Us understanding these scriptures, understanding the severity of what's about to happen, we understand that we really don't have a choice. Choose life or death. If we go back to the world, we all know that we're gonna be sitting here, chipped up, not believing in God. You know, our kids, they're gonna pick your kids' sex.
Yeah.
People think I'm crazy when I say that. Eventually, they're gonna outlaw, being against the whole trans movement to the point to where they're gonna have if we know it's not. This place keep going. Your kids' gender is going to be picked for them. It's not gonna be any more binary or two genders.
Right. It's gonna be
It's gonna be
gender fluidity.
whatever they deem right.
Androgynous.
Non-binary. You gonna see your kid come in. Your little boy gonna come in, pump full of all types of estrogen and shit.
Yep.
With a damn dress on, looking crazy as hell. Your wife is damn sure ain't gonna respect you then.
Dwayne Wade's son.
You gonna go, open up the damn fridge and you say, I'm gonna indulge today. Something is gonna alert your chick to tell you, hey, you been having too much sugar, man. You need to cut back. No, you can't have that. This is already going on. This is already going on in China with social credits. They're able to monitor how much their individual in their society is drinking. You're not gonna be able to drink a certain amount.
Yep. How much? What type of entertainment?
What type of entertainment? Hey, you watching too much? You watching too much porn, man? Yep. Cut you off. Hey, man, you've been drinking too much.
You can't even pull up no porn.
Yeah.
Like they will arrest you on the spot. China.
Right.
It's a if I can add on to your point in China, that like with that whole social credit score, you can't even like this one. It was a video. This dude was trying to get on the train, and his credit score was too low, and they had his face put it in plaster on a billboard. Yeah. He couldn't even get on the train.
Just for jaywalking. This man jaywalked too much, and they plastered his information on the wall. This is what type of society that they're trying to enter the masses in. 15-minute cities. You know what I'm saying?
Carbon footprint.
So, Mike, remember that other movie with Stallone from the 90s?
Demolition Man. I'm thinking that
Demolition Man.
Yeah.
A Demolition Man utopia, and then all them dudes were mold. Even the leader, the guy, like John Spot. They were all weirdos and people, and he couldn't have all. No sex. Sex was
virtual.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dystopia. That's the
Right.
opposite of a utopia.
Right.
Right.
The kingdom gonna be a utopia, but
Right.
what this nigga trying to push is a dystopia, where
Mm-hmm.
all your rights are taken away from you. Bringing back to what this brother's bringing out, we understand that because of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? All we just articulated within 5 minutes. That's little component of prophecy. We understand that because of Yahweh Shai.
Mm.
That's why that name is so important, man.
Right.
You got more times?
Yeah, I do. I want to just get that word haste real quick here, if you don't mind. That word haste in the Hebrew is a chawash. All right, it's pronounced chawash, and when you get that word, it says to make haste or to haste or to make haste, like to run.
Yeah.
And then also too, it says hasten away or flee, hasten about distractedly.
Right.
So you're not going to be distracted. You see, if you stand firm on the foundation of Yahweh Shai, you're not going to be distracted with all the perplexity going on around you. That's why the scripture says that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of your time and strength of salvation. You see, understanding and knowing the why behind the actions of what's going on around you. See, these people ain't going to understand and know the why behind it. So they're going to be distracted into the things going on around them and try to look for comfort, which is going to be the MOTB, which is going to be bowing down to this whole system that Esau's setting up. You see, because they're not going to have a why behind it. You know what I'm saying? We understand and know the why it's happening, which gives you comfort because you understand and know the end game. That's the whole, that's spiritual power when you think about it, man. Understanding and knowing the end game of the things that you're seeing around you. That gives you comfort to know, okay, this is happening because prophecy says this, and you already know what's going to happen after that. And moving in the right avenue, in the right direction. Last verse. Verse 17. Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. And the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding place. So these people that made a covenant with death, they're going to be swept away. They're going to be, when Esau comes in like a flood, like it says in Isaiah 59, they about to get swept away with that shit, man. They all up in the system. Man, they gonna be the first, like you always say this, Elder, you always say this a lot. They gonna be like a shield in that day. They gonna be the first ones that's gonna be swept away in that time. But even like you said, Elder Ariella, when the sweeping away comes, which is gonna be gruesome, you can't be squeamish about it because the Lord said what's gonna happen.
Right, the Lord said, they that consent unto them shall have risen.
Yep.
So those jakes who, you got a link to Egypt, this, that, they're gonna lose first. You gotta go through.
No. You finish.
No,
It's like, I should have. It's like Exodus 14:10. As Pharaoh approached, the people of Israel looked up and panicked when they saw the Egyptians overtaking them. They cried to Yahweh, and they said to Moses, "Why did you bring us out here to die in the wilderness? Wouldn't there enough graves for us in Egypt?
That's a nigga.
What have you done to us? Why did you make us leave Egypt? Didn't we tell you that this would happen while we were still in Egypt? We said, leave us alone. Let us be slaves to the Egyptians. It's better to be slaves in Egypt than a corpse in the wilderness."
Wow.
Jake don't want to be free. You gonna tell me that the people on that side are not those people?
Right.
You gonna tell me that? Man, niggas don't want to be. I ain't no Israelite.
Right.
I ain't Israelite. No, I'm not an Israelite. No, all the tribes. Jews are Israelite. No, nigga, I'm not an Israelite.
Equality for everybody.
All the tribes.
Yeah, I love
They
people.
moved to no, I'm not an Israelite, brother. I'm gonna fuck that. See, they don't want to be Israelite.
They don't.
But the chariot right there, though.
No, yeah. This particular one, they know that they're Israelites because they just got the gold and stuff from coming out of Egypt. So they was cool being Israelite, but adversity came.
At first, they had to separate from Egypt.
faith.
That's
yeah.
yeah.
No faith. That's the point. Yeah.
That humbles me.
Yep.
That's it.
Verse 3. But Moses told the people, "Don't be afraid. Just stand still and watch Yahweh rescue you today.
Right.
Right.
The Egyptians you see today will never be be seen again.
So that shows you there's gonna come a point where even a lot of people who follow, as they have to separate from Egypt, they're gonna be blaming us.
Mhm.
Like,
gonna do now?
what we gonna do now, nigga? You got a pension kind of plan for us, or what we gonna do? Like, damn, nigga, we could have just took the jab. We wouldn't have killed us. You know what I'm saying? You know, the MOTB ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all kind of because that was adversity that came with separating from Egypt that they
They
were
doing
going
it
through,
now, yeah.
and it's already happening. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And God know my heart spirit gonna get you jacked up, man.
Yeah.
I said that's exactly why he gonna kill you, because he knows your heart,
Yeah.
nigga.
You so messed up, you knowing good and goddamn well that the Lord ain't with it. But once you get desperate, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
This is why having that faith is so important. You know what I'm saying? For yourself, individually speaking. Nobody has this space for you but yourself, bro.
Yeah, that's right, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And all y'all, everybody listening, all us included. Look, if it's not already in your prayers already, pray to have the zeal that we got tonight
Yeah.
when the chips come down. You know what I'm saying? We all got the zeal right now. We want our zeal to be increased 100-fold when Jacob's trouble comes. I would say we begging the Lord for Jacob's trouble.
Right.
So all that folded like clean sheets. Look, pray for the Lord to increase your zeal when that time comes, man.
That's the only way to deliverance is through Jacob's trouble. It's written, he shall be delivered out, he shall be saved out of it.
Right.
From the comment board. GMS Spiritual Arc 144K. Shalom. Hebrews 10:38. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
Now it's not the time for doubt. Now it's time to, believe more than ever, man.
Approach the throne of grace boldly, like the scripture says.
That's right.
Yep. Verse 39. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul.
That's right, man. You ain't gonna draw him back, man. Once you step down the straight gate, what does the straight gate mean? Position of difficulty. Yeah, that's how it shine. That's what he demands. You know, position of difficulty. He had to walk it. Right? Was it easy for him to walk in that humiliation and having spiritual power in his body? You know, he could have fragged all them motherfuckers out there, but he couldn't. He had to go through that. Right. You know, so hey, man, you so surely you were drinking the cup. You will bear your cross and follow me. You know, so hey, that's it.
Yeah, it's here.
Yeah, we calling for it like the other guys said. But then guess what? Ain't gonna be no. The Lord's gonna be with his men, the elect. But it's gonna be a rocky boat ride, man. You know what I mean? That ferry is gonna be a rocky boat ride to the other side, bro. Have you ever been on a boat? Any of you ever been on a boat as well? When you're on the water, it's not like driving in your car. You're like, whoa, the waves and shit, the boat, you feel it. You know you on a boat. You know you're not on dry land no more when you out on a boat. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
I got something. This is Proverbs chapter 24, verse 10. It says, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. We really supposed to be strong in the words of the Lord. Okay, and to carry on this legacy, like Elder Yashawamba, Elder Ariana always talk about, to carry on this legacy, you can't be no weak Israelite in this truth. You see, you actually have to put on what? The elect, as the scriptures talk about. You gotta put on the what? Immortal, and cast out the weak nature.
And strength is tested through adversity, if I could just add.
Yeah.
That's when your strength is really proven.
Yeah.
When you go through something that's very challenging.
Yeah. And I got one more. Sirach chapter 12, verse 8. It says, a friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. Right? Because you know who your friend is when you don't got shit. You see, when you broke, if a friend is around, you know hey, that's a real dude.
Yeah.
You see, that's a real dude. And what did Yahweh shall liken us to be heirs with him, but you gonna be tried in this truth. And if you stay down with him, you know, or he knows, I should say, he knows that you real about him. You real about Yahweh Shem. But if you fled, and you just gonna drop everything because adversity hit you, well, you ain't a friend.
Brother is born for adversity.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll tell y'all a story real quick.